If your driver's seat looks like this and you are tired of dealing with it, stay tuned. Today we're going to show you guys how to change over your leather. We got new foam for our 2004 F250. It will be similar for other years, but this should at least cover 99 through 04. Affiliate links will be down in the description below for what parts I use as far as leather and for the new foam on the truck. It fit perfectly. Really happy with the results. And for more videos on how to fix your truck, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I don't have this out of the truck yet, so we got new foam. I'm gonna have links to everything. This is the Seat Shop's Durafoam for the truck, so this is what we're going with. We also have some replacement leather here. I'm shooting this part a little earlier. So the kit I have for some reason comes with gloves. I don't understand that, nor are we gonna use them. We got some hog ring pliers here, which don't seem super crazy, but an okay set, I guess, for my purposes. I'll have to look back. I think I bought this separate from the kit. I believe the foam or leather came with hog rings for it, plus the leather. I bought some extras just to be on the safe side. And what we're gonna attach this through. So you start with the leather kind of folded in on itself, like we have here. And then you'll see these, like it's not metal, just like a little piece of wood actually, which I'm kind of surprised. So what you're gonna do with the hog ring is you're gonna poke it through here and then reach it down in and connect it on that side. So as you can kind of see on here, in these little slots, there's openings. You'll see the metal wire that goes through the sides, up front, back, so that's what's going to help give this the shape it needs. And just to make sure you guys could see, right in here is what I'm talking about that the other side of the hog ring is going to attach to. So you just kind of set it in there like that. We're going to get this down in here a bit. Attempt one, big fail. Huh. Now I have it around what I want, but I lost my fitting on the pliers. All right. All right, second one went much better. So how I'm doing it so far is I'm kind of just punching, whoop, missed it. So as I have it in here, I'm not really pressing on the handles too much yet, but at first I'm pressing it through this piece on the new leather, and then I'm pressing down, and once I get it past the little bar, I then actually seated in. So now that I did that, you can see how it's kind of pulling this part in. So this is the other one that has a seam on it that'll be pulled in. You see how nice and tight that is. I believe that that's what we want. So I'm gonna flip this around and do the backside now. So now we have our side to do. So it'll be 4 on the side. But here is loosely what it looks like. You can see how these are nice and deep where I actually went in. So now what we're gonna do is clean up, I guess I don't need that box anymore. Clean up our ridiculously excessive amount of hog rings. Find a spot for them that I won't lose them in. We're gonna set this guy to the side. We're gonna pull the truck in, start pulling the seat out. All right, so here's the seat we're working with. Now, I did have to do some research on this. Apparently this guy's a bugger to get off, so before we use our, I believe it's a T55 to undo the 4 bolts that actually bolt the seat down, we're gonna use these guys to kind of try to pry this off a while, because apparently this thing sucks to get off. I would definitely recommend doing this while it's still in the truck, because this is tough. The pry bars work much better. There's no clip or anything that actually holds that on, but there's like 3 splines that line up on either side. So something for us to keep in consideration as we go forward getting stuff apart. So 2 bolts up front, 2 in the rear, nothing too exciting. I'm not going to show you guys that because that's boring. And then we'll look for the connectors underneath that we need to unplug. I'll show you guys this thing out of the truck then. Alright, so the seat is out now. It's time to start removing some of these screws because we need to detach the 2 halves so we can replace all this bottom stuff. So, screwdriver here. We got 1 screw right here. I'm just going to toss this stuff in a little metal magnetic container. Shout out to my brother who actually bought me this set of screwdrivers, the Milwaukee USA. Quickly becoming my favorite set of screwdrivers. But yeah, really love these. Big Milwaukee fan. I have their non-USA made ones, but the USA made ones are really nice, I gotta say. This is the front of the seat here. We have 2 Phillips right here that help hold the rest of this plastic piece on. And I almost forgot one. There's one right here we gotta take out as well. Sorry, the sun decided to go in. I deliberately wanted to shoot this outside just for it being a little nicer, but this cloud does not seem to want to give us our sun back. Oh, I did forget. There's a little Christmas tree on the back of this. All right, little tree. If you break this, Advanced, Amazon, almost any hardware store will pretty much have this as well. So this top connector looks like it's got something on both sides holding it in place. So we'll disconnect that, because this goes over here to the power seats. All right, so that's that part. All right, 18 millimeter here. All right, we need to detach this guy. All right, to get mine out, I'm gonna have to make a little bit of another cut here. Now just remember, this leather's coming out, so it's not really a big deal. But like, there's no bonus points for dismantling the leather in a nicer way. We missed another screw on this guy up here. I'll take that out. So some places say to pull this out. It's just a quick disconnect, but I'm going to be honest, I don't really see a need for it, so we're going to leave it in. Alright, now there's 4 10 millimeter bolts that hold this bracket to the bottom. And this bottom one here, I'm going to need a ratchet, or a wrench, excuse me. Now, you do not need a ratcheting wrench. It does make life a little bit easier. The last thing we need to do is this connector here. Alright, all we need to do now is disconnect the seat from itself, the top and bottom. Alright, so these 2 bolts need to come off. Alright, so my understanding is, yeah, there's 2 metal pieces in here. You just gotta kind of pry. I might have a little small of a pry bar right now. So I now see why they say you need to disconnect the lumbar spine thing, because it has to come through here. If it's got this big piece on, that's not happening. Alright, got a bunch of these plastic little clips here. Start undoing these. Got some kind of fabric thing here. I don't know if I need these trees or not, so we'll keep them just in case. I don't think so. I don't think the other one had that, but And then from here, we should just be able to fold this over. There's another tree here at the back. Again, we'll set that to the side in case we need it. So there it is. This we can throw away, although you can, if you are interested, you can see how they do their hog rings in here. Obviously, I think they did a nicer job than I did, but there's that. So this comes in and just sits on here. I'm just kind of trying to situate all this. So as far as I can tell at this point, it is just starting to work this all the way around. So make sure we're in here right, or as right as I can tell it needs to be. Seems to be good. So we're up. I'm going to keep working on this. That's how I'm going to try it. Okay, so we got this on. I will say I don't think all of these hit the exact same spot as the factory one, but look how clean it looks, other than the stuff I have to clean up because I made a mess doing it that way. But all in all, very happy. We're going to start reassembling this thing, get it back in the truck. A few things that I missed. The audio on this clip got messed up, so I'm going to voice over it. Where we took the screws out, you need to punch through the leather. I just used a screwdriver to make that hole, or the screw itself. Was able to put those back in, replace those bolts, and clip your top seat back. Well, clip it back together, then hit those two bolts in there. Over on this side, you do see a little cut where the cord had to come through that attaches to the seat belt and the lumbar spine stuff. So that's all going to be in there. Again, reconnect all your connections. Before you tighten down your seat completely when you put it back in the truck, do not forget to double check and make sure that all of your functions are working if you have the power seats. If you do not have the power seats, make sure everything's working as far as sliding your seat back and forth and the reclining position before you have to unbolt everything if there is an issue. If you guys want to see more of this, I do plan to replace more of the seats in the truck along with the top part to this seat after it was done. I really liked it, and now I feel like I need to finish it. So if you like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Leave those comments down below. What brands have you used for leather replacement? What do you think of the replacement foams out there? And I'll see you in the next upload.